And welcome to the Golden Valley Rotary Club's annual awards luncheon, and we are so happy to have you all here, and it's so wonderful to have as many guests as we have here, and we have a lot of wonderful dignitaries from the history of Golden Valley Rotary here with us today. And so I want to recognize some of those people who are here visiting with us again that we have not seen for that pop up every once in a while, and it's so awesome to see them. So I'm going to first recognize past presidents of the Golden Valley Rotary Club, and if you would all please stand. And we've got Jerry Lothrop over here. He was president for 74, 75. Don Anderson is right here. He was president 78, 79. In Tom Perry's absence, Barb Perry, would you please stand and be recognized? Tom Perry was president in 89 and 90. Jim Bird was president 91, 92. Let's see, Tom Garrity was president 96, 97. Dean Mooney is here. There he is, 98, 99. Gary Akin, president in 2011, 2012. Betsy Anderson is our immediate past president from 2013 and 2014. Thank you so much for being here. A round of applause for these people. And for those of you who don't know me, I get to join that list in about 2 weeks. I'm Jeff Daler. I'll be immediate past president on the 1st of July, and Mark Fredericks right here will be our new president. So thanks again for being here today. I also would like to recognize past winners of the Golden Valley Rotarian of the Year: Don Anderson, Jim Bird, Tom Garrity, and myself are past Rotarians of the Year. And past Citizens of the Year. Eugene Temple was our very first recognition. There he is right there. Eugene, thanks for being here. Mary E. Anderson was the, there she is, former mayor of Golden Valley. John Richter is here. Where is he? There he is. John, thanks for being here. Peggy Lepick. Where is Peggy? There she is. Dr. Dwight Towns was a Citizen of the Year. Don Anderson. Thank goodness you're getting some exercise today, Don. And Sue Weber is over here. She was in 2011-12. Thanks so much for being here today. You guys are wonderful role models for those of us youngsters that are here. This is the chance now for you to all listen to me pontificate about the past year in Golden Valley Rotary's history, about all the wonderful things that we have going on at Golden Valley. And I put together this PowerPoint presentation last night and rehearsed it, and I thought, wow, you're going to learn a lot about the wonderful things that Golden Valley Rotary does for its community if you can keep awake through this boring presentation for 7 minutes. And so I decided this morning, after listening to an interview that Jon Stewart did with Senator Al Franken, that we're going to have fun instead of listening to me spew statistics and boring things. And so I'll just every once in a while, I'll push the button on the presentation, and you might learn something from the presentation. In the meantime, I'll tell jokes or something. And so you may know that the person that did the invocation, the Reverend Debbie Daler, I am related to her by marriage. She was just ordained this past Saturday in the Episcopal Church. Yay. So I've learned some things about what priests do, and an example is that priests do exorcisms, and so the exorcisms, you have to know that exorcisms are an important thing, but if you don't pay for it, then you get repossessed. So. So I'll try to, no, that's as good as I could do. It's not going to get any better than that. And so in the meantime, yeah.
I can affirm that.
So usually the only way I could be funny is by sort of reacting to something else that happens around me. And because you're all just sitting there, then I can't really react, and therefore I can't be that funny. But what could be funny is that I looked at this picture and I thought, here is an opportunity to open up the field for a lot of new candidates, because here we had very dangerous situation, hot boiling water at the crawfish boil, and one mayor and 2 school board members, and I thought we could lose them all and we'll have to re-elect a whole bunch of people. So we should know that Golden Valley Rotarians like to have fun, and so we tried having fun this year, and bunco and beer pong and food buffet. I mean, how can you get any more fun than that? Dan is having fun, and we appreciate that we all had fun at this event, and we raised $3,000 that we got to contribute to the community, which I think is a pretty cool thing. I do want to recognize that we have some great new members to our Rotary Club this year. Paul Mork is here, and Tim Klesk, who you got greeted by on your way in, is here, and Dan Monson is here, and so Rob Monson. I don't know why I get your name wrong all the time. Yeah. So Rob and Tim and Paul, welcome. We appreciate new members all the time. So, and bring your friends. You saw at the beginning of the presentation that our mission statement that we renewed this year is about leaders and doers investing in the community. So we give, including mittens and hats to PRISM. And then there's this big long list of organizations that we've contributed to. It's in your program. And it's a pretty awesome thing to be a part of. And I want to thank a couple of people, some doers, especially Julie Peterson and Dwight Towns for kind of being the contributions committee and coming up with that list. And also to Peggy Lepick for being a part of the fundraising committee that made it possible for us to contribute to these places. Doers, we do things like read to kids at elementary schools, and we pick up stuff along the highway, and we go to the PRISM food shelf once a month to stock the food shelf, and we really enjoy doing stuff in addition to giving stuff, and we have fun doing it. In fact, sometimes we have a lot of fun. I mean, some people actually, in the name of service, went and golfed at PRISM's golf tournament, and this is sometimes, you have your cross to bear, your burdens, and so thanks for golfing for PRISM, you guys. Once again, just a few people I want to recognize before I close and turn it over to other people, but Peggy Lepick, shown here, you can barely see her. She's hiding underneath a bridge, picking stuff up along the highway. Peggy has been coordinating the programs for our weekly meetings for quite some time. And what we can count on is variety and very interesting subjects and fascinating people. And we're so fortunate to have Peggy doing that for us. It's one of those things that as president, you can just go, I can count on this happening today, and I don't have to start tap dancing or telling jokes. So, and I mentioned before, but I'll mention it again. We have Julie here on the left and Dwight here on the right, and these guys did a wonderful job as our contributions committee and our fundraising committee this year. And so, thank you very much to all of you. And on the left is Tom Garrity, and on the right is Reed Robinson, and I had to work hard to find these great pictures of you guys. So, so thumbs down from Tom. Tom has been secretary of our club for a little while, and he's done a marvelous job keeping me on track, making sure that the minutes are done, that the agenda goes out, that things are supposed to get on the agenda are on the agenda. Thank goodness that Tom was here. And Reed has been trying to divest himself of the executive secretary duties for quite some time. Finally, We had Dan take over as treasurer, but Reed keeps doing some things. He did the Rotary Foundation for us this year. He continues to maintain our funds at the district foundation, and so he's a great member of the continuity team, of which this man right here, Don Anderson, is also a great member of the continuity team. Don, having been a founding member and a president very early in his term here at Golden Valley, has been just a wonderful confidant for the president, a role model, somebody that can make sure that we know that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. And so, thank you, Don. Way to go. And then finally, we're going to talk about Gary. And he's standing next to Brad Meyer, who's with the Twin West Chamber of Commerce, and then there is me. And so I'm going to transition now into our first award for the evening in just a second. The afternoon. Because the other people that are really important in the life of a Rotary president are the very supportive family, one of whom is Erin Daler right here, my daughter, and then the other is the Reverend Debbie Daler, who, as I've told many people, from now on I will simply be known as the husband of the Reverend Debbie Daler. So, so thank you very much, both of you. Now, so I'm really excited to introduce to you Gary Akin, who is this year's recipient of the Rotary Club of Golden Valley's Rotarian of the Year Award. So Gary has been an active Rotarian since 2005 here at Golden Valley, including a stint as president in 2011-2012. He's been chosen as Rotarian of the Year, however, for his leadership in creating the Golden Valley Business Council. That's why we've got Twin West representatives here today with us and all that. The Business Council is sponsored by both the Golden Valley Rotary Club and Twin West Chamber of Commerce. Meetings are held on the fourth Thursday of each month at the offices of Second Harvest Heartland Food Bank here in Golden Valley next to Honeywell. So you're all invited. It's coming up this very soon here, this Thursday. All right.
7:30 a.m.
The Twin West Chamber of Commerce has affiliated business councils in Plymouth, St. Louis Park, and a joint council for Crystal and New Hope. The idea for a business council in Golden Valley came about when Gary attended one of Plymouth's business council meetings, and he was excited about the diversity of the agenda, which included updates from the local school district and from the city, and it got the business community together with the public community so that everybody kind of knew what's going on. Everybody's on the same page this way. So in an interview with the Sun Post newspaper, Gary said it was very enlightening to attend a meeting like this. I thought, this is the kind of stuff we want in Golden Valley. It's a place where you can see on the agenda that people are coming together. So Gary unveiled the project to the Rotary Club in January of 2014, I think. Is that right? All right. With a promise to introduce business leaders to a rich, diverse group of businesses and connect them to their community. So a little bit about Gary. Gary is the founder and president of Tonka Financial Services. He's got some people here with him today, both from his business and his personal life. Tonka Financial is a full-service financial advisory group offering comprehensive financial services to help to improve long-term financial success. Gary lives with Regina, yay, in Minnetonka. They've got 3 grown kids, all graduates of Hopkins High School and local universities. Gary served as a board member of the Twin West Chamber of Commerce, Golden Valley Rotary Club, Hopkins Lions Club. He's a regular volunteer for other nonprofit groups, including the Society for Financial Awareness. He enjoys fishing, waterfowl hunting, and other outdoor activities. But for his efforts to bring members of the business community together to make Golden Valley a better place, it's my pleasure to introduce and present the Rotary Club of Golden Valley's Rotarian of the Year Award for 2014-2015 to Gary Akin.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, I think we have a plaque. Here's the official plaque. And here's the official photography moment. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. And
Thank you.
what would you like to tell us today? And you can either use the podium or
Whatever, I can stand out here, I can just, whatever
Okay.
mic works.
You get to hold both of these.
I get to hold both mics. Good, they'll keep me from talking with my hands. Well, first off, I want to thank the club for the honor. I'm very honored to receive this award. But it takes a team, and the team that this award's all about is really a vibrant Rotary Club that I've been very excited and very proud to be a member of. So give yourselves a hand because this is a great club. And the only thing to make this greater, we got to get more people here. This is a great club. And I want to thank especially the new people that joined and everything else. It's just wonderful to see. And the Business Council has been part of that. There's a lot more to that story, and I don't have all the time, but when I was becoming president-elect, another president-elect was forming a business council in Plymouth, and we were going through the training together as president, and that's kind of how the connection started. Although I was a long-term member of the Twin West Chamber, and I went to business councils, I really saw that this club had an opportunity, and it all kind of came together. I want to give a shout out to Shep Harris. Mayor Shep Harris, where are you? Where are you? There he is, back there in the corner, because he was the newly elected mayor, and the first thing he came up to me, he said, gee, I really like this business council idea. And that kind of got the ball rolling. And then I talked to the staff at Tonka Financial and said, hey, can we take this on? And my team there at Tonka, they said, sure, let's do it. We've actually kind of enjoyed it. I think we really think it's a lot of fun. And so special thank you, because Amy and Eric do a lot of work on that. Corey is relatively new, but he actually attends the meetings, and he's a Golden Valley resident too. So it's kind of nice, and it's been kind of a good fit for us. I also have a special guest, Wendy, and Wendy is a very important piece to our club, because she is the person that you don't see at our meetings, but she's there way before everybody else. She gets the furniture ready, she gets the room ready, she opens the door, she's got the coffee made. When we get there to get it all set up, Wendy does it. So I want to thank a special shout out for Wendy Salisbury of Second Harvest. Thank you, Wendy, for all your help. That's, you know, because it's people like you in the community that are able to put all this together. We can all have the big ideas, but it's people like you that actually get the work done. So thank you. I also brought my mother, only because she knows that this award's pretty coveted in our family. My uncle, who was a premier educator in his day, recently passed away, and one of the awards his family is very proud of is his Rotarian of the Year award he got from his Rotary Club many years ago. So I thought that was kind of special. And then I also want to say a shout out to Dem Mcmillan. She's the government affairs and probably second in command at the Twin West Chamber, and puts all the business councils together. And her and that organization have been instrumental, I think, in helping Rotary clubs and communities get together and help for the greater good of all. So I want to thank you, Deb, and all the work the Chamber does. And because this award is not about one person, it's about people coming together, getting something done. And this club does a lot. We are not the biggest club in the world. We're not the most famous, but we get a lot of stuff done. And I want to thank all the people that have nominated me for this award. I really appreciate it. I want to thank all the people that helped make the Business Council possible. Thank you, Jeff. Okay, thanks.
Next up, I'd like to invite Dr. Dwight Towns to come and present our next award.
This afternoon, it's my pleasure to introduce you all to this year's recipient of the Golden Valley Rotary Citizen of the Year Award. The Golden Valley Rotary Club Past Presidents Club shall receive and review the prospective candidate's background and resume for the purpose of selecting one person to be designated the Golden Valley Rotary Club Citizen of the Year. Candidates so chosen by the Past Presidents Club shall be confirmed by the Golden Valley Rotary Club Board of Directors. The candidates shall meet the following standards as promoted by Rotary International. To exemplify the Rotary International motto, service above self. To serve and dignify their vocation or profession. To exert leadership to raise the standards of their vocation or profession. To serve the community more effectively so that Golden Valley will become a better place in which to live and raise children. To receive acknowledgement of the respect of their fellow vocation members or fellow professionals. Mary Anderson is an unsung hero. As head of the Golden Valley Library for many years, and now also manager of Sumner Library in North Minneapolis, she's deserving of recognition. The library is seen by the entire community as an essential service, providing residents of all ages with a valuable resource. The staff Mary oversees is friendly, knowledgeable, and dedicated to excellent customer service. It's more than just a place with books. The building is used for community meetings. It's partners with local organizations. It hosts art displays from students at local schools, especially Golden Valley's Perpich Center for Arts Education. Under her leadership, the Golden Valley Library has hosted global Golden Valley programs, which involved a Golden Valley librarian from Ethiopia. The library hosts programs with Golden Valley Senior Center and displays artwork in the library created by Golden Valley Senior Center members. I would like to round out our introduction to Mary to you with some details of her personal and professional life. Mary grew up in northeast Iowa and now lives in St. Louis Park. She's married to John Anderson, and they have one married daughter and 2 grandchildren. Mary earned her bachelor's degree in English from St. Olaf College and a master's in library science from the University of Iowa. She's dedicated her life to libraries, working for the Anoka Public Library, the Longmont and Fort Collins Public Libraries in Colorado, the Alina Health Sciences Library, and the Southdale Library, prior to coming to Golden Valley. Mary's been very involved in community activities. In Golden Valley, she's a member of Bridge Builders, and she served on the planning committee for the city's 125th anniversary, which coincided with the library's 40th anniversary. She's active in church and local political activities, served on church council, and sings in choir. And it might not surprise you to learn she's a member of a book club. Rotarians greatly appreciate the community service provided by the library. None of this would be possible without the leadership of Mary Anderson. It is with great pleasure that I introduce the Rotary Club of Golden Valley's Citizen of the Year for 2014-2015, Mary Anderson. Minor detail.
I know. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I'm very humbled and honored to receive this award. And I want to say a huge thank you to the Rotary Club for all that you do for our community. And I also want to thank you for your donations every year to buy extra children's books for the library. This really supports our mission, particularly to emphasize early literacy and keep those kids reading and enjoying the books they read. So thank you so much for that. I'd also like to accept this award for everyone on the library staff. We work together as a team, and every single one of them deserves this award. I plan to bring it back and give that to all of them. I would especially like to thank 2 co-managers with whom I could not do this job. I would like to point out Maureen Buss in the back and Susan Miles, who've been my wonderful support through the years. And I would also like to thank Janet Tarko, who is the president of our Friends group. And she has been a dynamic leader and really gotten that group going and strong. We have a Friends group that's second to none. They are so supportive of the library in terms of what they give to us financially, as well as being ambassadors to the community, and we thank them so much. To show what a wonderful Golden Valley community we have, one other addition are the volunteers at our library. We currently have 26 adult volunteers and 17 volunteers, so they make our work possible every day, and we thank them for that. When I first came to Golden Valley 10 years ago, I knew I was coming to a great library and a great community, but I was blown away when I really discovered how great they both are. As Dwight pointed out, there have been a number of opportunities that I've had to work with civic groups. Another one I'd want to mention is Peggy Lippick has worked with me on the League of Women Voters Constitution discussions, which I thought went very well, and I was very pleased to be a part of that. I'd like to thank our mayors. Both mayors I've worked with have been incredibly supportive, and city council as well, and so many community groups. I would also like to thank Jean Fackler for the tremendous work that she has done with us to partner on programs with the Senior Center and with the Community Center, and she gives us great publicity. She and I are currently working on a 2016 Community Reads project, in which we will select one book that the whole community is encouraged to read, and we'll have the author come and speak and have some book discussions. So I hope you'll all be interested in doing that when that is all planned. I'd like to tell you one story about just how great this community is. When I joined Bridge Builders, we had an exercise to point out what is one activity that we are dreaming and hoping could help. And I mentioned, well, we have a number of fairly unruly kids frequenting our library, using our computers, and we're very happy to have them there, but their behavior needed a little bit of extra attention. And we had hoped to start an after-school group for them. Unfortunately, we didn't have the staff to be able to provide that. So I mentioned this to Bridge Builders, and before I knew it, the mayor had contacted the YMCA in New Hope, who provided some instructors, some youth group experts. They even provided a van to bring these kids to the library directly from their school. Common Bond social worker and the social worker counselor at Meadowbrook School helped with recruiting the kids for this, as well as getting permission from their parents. And we discovered they, in addition to coming to the library, they really needed to work out some of their physical energy. And so we contacted Calvary Lutheran Church, who provided a gym for them. So they went to work out there before they came to the library. Talk about a community cooperation. It was just delightful to see. So I hope that all of you will come and be patrons at our library if you aren't already. We have so much to offer that people may not be aware of. In addition to books, of course, we also check out DVDs, CDs, books on CD, and all kinds of other materials that you can get online. You can check out ebooks for free rather than paying for them. And there's no fines, those just disappear. You don't have to worry about getting them returned. Also, from our website, you can get magazines online, as well as databases, videos, and audiobooks, all available with your library card. And as Dwight mentioned, we have a good-sized meeting room that's available for community activities and meetings, and we consider ourselves a community gathering space. So we just invite you to have your groups come there as well. And also, if you are interested in having any library staff come and speak to one of your groups, we'd certainly be glad to have that happen. We've had some of our librarians come and do book talks, so we would welcome that invitation as well. So thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it.
And now it is my honor to present Jeff Daler with the past. Are you the past president? Not quite yet.
Not quite.
Not
yeah,
quite.
It was
But
close.
It's close. Close. Here we go. Here's the past president's plaque,
Look at how fancy that is.
and also the pin right here.
All right,
How
very
about
good.
that? You're gonna have all kinds of pins there. Now we get, one second. Got to make sure it's official right there. And just want to, on behalf of myself and all of the members of Rotary, thanks for all the hard work you did this year. I mean, you really did. Give him a hand.
All right.
And I think we both are back up here. Following the script.
So now, this is the official kind of handing of the torch, as it were. The plaque that you give me as the past president has a gavel on it that's affixed to it, so that I can't use it to run a meeting anymore. So that means that it's your job to run the meeting with the gavel that's not attached to anything. And so you're going to really enjoy having Mark Fredericks as your president. What I love about Mark is that he is an honest fellow. He's going to tell it like it is. His daughter might say that's to a fault sometimes, but this is what is great about Rotary, is that you get different personalities that are, I'm a business suit with a Snoopy tie kind of a guy, and Mark is a Western jacket with cowboy boots kind of a guy. We're all different, but we all have the capability to lead a Rotary Club in the way that is going to benefit the community. And Mark has been a member of the Golden Valley community for a long time, and so this is your new Golden Valley Rotary President for the 2015-2016 year, Mark Fredericks.
You got one more?
Yeah, right.
Well, thank you very much. It'll be my privilege and pleasure to be the president for the coming year, but I don't think I am quite the president yet.
Not quite.
No,
Not quite.
Okay.
Not quite.
So soon, here we go.
Here's one thing that you can do if you want to.
What's that?
We got to pass this around.
Oh, is this for next week?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
next week, our first, which will be my first meeting as president, is in the park at the Brookview for our 4th of July barbecue. So we'd like you to make sure you sign up for you and all the guests you might have. And here's a list so we can kind of get a count on what happens and sign up for what you might do. I mean, there's a lot to be done down there. And I think just as a matter of, Peggy, are you getting the food? Oh, you can? I didn't read the list to see what's going on, but just so we know, because this will be the last time we'll be together before then, and we have to have some preliminary plans going for that. So back to the president.
All right. We're going to wrap up our meeting, and we wrap up the Golden Valley Rotary meetings with by reciting.
One second.
One, okay.
I didn't follow the script like I was supposed to. Betsy told me to. This year we have a few new people that have to be recognized just because of the work they're going to do, and those will be our new president-elect. You have a president, a president-elect, and a vice president. The president-elect for next year is going to be Mike Herring, right back there.